Well, 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 what do we have here? Looks like Star Wars Hunters is officially coming to the PC because Star Wars just announced this by releasing this trailer today, which shows off some of the enhancements, including graphical enhancements, that will be coming to the PC version. So this is something that a lot of us have been asking for. I know that I have. I know that a lot of you have been asking about that. And then also a lot of you have been asking for the console version as well, which I'm going to talk about in this video. But first, I'm going to jump over to their announcement on Twitter. So they said this: add Star Wars Hunters to your Steam wishlist now. You can also sign up for our first Steam playtest happening December 13th through the 16th and be one of the first to play Hunters on PC. So there's the details there. I've already signed up. I'm hoping that I get into the playtest. Please, oh please let me get in. But I've signed up to that for the PC. Let me know if you guys sign up as well. And then also, what about the console version of Star Wars Hunters? Will this game be coming to the Xbox Series X and S and the PlayStation 5 and even the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? Will that ever happen? Well, there are major hints that they want to do this, and this was posted by Dr. Steinman on Twitter. They said, would love to play this on a PC or current gen consoles. And then Zynga Star Wars replied and said, we appreciate your enthusiasm for bringing Star Wars Hunters to PC and consoles. Rest assured, we're actively looking into expanding the game to other platforms, and we'll share your feedback with our team for future reference. So that is a very good sign, in my opinion, that we will be getting an announcement for the Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 in the near future, hopefully sooner than later, because I know a lot of you, including myself, really want to play this game on the current gen consoles. I would love to play it on the PlayStation 5 Pro as well. I'm really curious to see if they would include additional enhancements for the PS5 Pro, including a 120 frames per second mode. I'm curious to see if that would ever happen. But regardless, I would be happy to see an announcement for consoles. And I will be playing on PC as well because I've signed up to that Steam playtest. I cannot wait to try it. Very excited for that. I have enjoyed playing this game on the Nintendo Switch, by the way, but as you know, it runs at, I believe it runs at 30 frames per second on Nintendo Switch. So I really want to see a 60 frames per second graphical mode for the PlayStation 5, for the Xbox Series X, and these consoles. So we'll see if that happens. I'm sure it will by the looks of it. Now, also, let's talk about Season 4, because right now, Season 4 is going on, if you didn't know, and this is the overview image of Season 4. There's tons of stuff happening here, including a new hunter that has been added named Nox. And then we have, of course, the Arena Pass. We have a brand new battlefield called Indoor Aftermath. We have a Life Day bundle, all this stuff going on in this Season 4. So a lot of really cool stuff happening. And then we got some new details on Nox. It says, Nox has entered the arena. We are so excited to introduce Nox, the Zabrak Archer, our newest damage hunter. Nox uses her composite bow to take aim at the competition, and her active abilities Poisoned Spread Shot, Aerial Dodge, and her ultimate Impairment Field to finish them off. You can unlock Nox by purchasing the All Access Arena Pass to permanently add her to your hunter's roster. Now, if you're rolling your eyes, by the way, at the part where you have to purchase the All Access Arena Pass, remember the base game is free to play. This is a free to play game, so it makes sense that this game would monetize the Arena Pass. It just makes sense, right? And here's some gameplay of Nox, by the way, that they did release in this trailer not too long ago, and we get to see Nox in action on that new Indoor Aftermath battlefield here, which looks awesome, by the way. And This footage, I believe, is from the Nintendo Switch gameplay, so it's going to look even better on the PC as well. So some exciting stuff happening with Star Wars Hunters, and I'm not going to lie, I'm actually really looking forward to getting back into this game on PC. I cannot wait for this. Let me know, again, if you will be joining me on the battlefield in Star Wars Hunters. And we even have more details, by the way, on the Endor Aftermath map. It says, introducing Endor Aftermath, a battlefield inspired by the legendary forest moon of Endor. Hunters battle their way through a forest that's overgrown an abandoned Imperial base. They'll encounter collapsed bridges, decrepit AT-STs, and even a crashed X-Wing replica that's landed in the center of the battlefield. So some really cool stuff in this map. And I'll rewind the gameplay here so that way you can take a look at more gameplay of the Endor battlefield map right here in action. And it looks really cool. It looks like it has some really cool elements there where you can get some verticality if you're a sniper. There's some interior spaces, it looks like, as well. And then, of course, there's the AT-STs around the map, as they mentioned in that blog post. So this looks like it could become a fan favorite map right here. Just by the looks of it, it looks freaking awesome. So I'm definitely excited to play this one as well. Now, on top of this, they also have limited time modes as a part of Season 4 that's going on right now, including Scrap Salvage and Aero Assault. And it says Season 4 sees the introduction of a new game mode, Scrap Salvage. In Scrap Salvage, players must deposit scrap at the Enzellen's deposit points to score points. How do players get scrap? By eliminating their opponents, of course. Anytime a player is defeated, they'll drop some scrap in addition to all the scrap which they were carrying. Quick-thinking hunters can also take advantage of intermittent supply caches, which will occasionally activate throughout the match and offer up a glut of scrap. Scrap Salvage will appear in event queues this season. And then, of course, Aero Assault says it's time for a new Holo arcade mode, paying tribute to our newest hunter, Nox, Aero Assault. All players will take to the arena as Nox with a restricted and rebalanced ability kit in this twist on squad brawl. Nox can use aerial dodge to avoid incoming fire, while relying on the increased damage of her composite bow to eliminate opponents. So that actually sounds really cool, and what a way to showcase the new Hunter Nox. I love that idea of allowing all the players to play as Nox all at once, so that's actually really, really cool to see. There's even more events as well, including the Clash event, Chain event, Feast of Prosperity event, and a Tree of Life event. You can pause it on the screen if you want to read over all of those. I'm not going to read over this whole paragraph for that part. And then, of course, we have the new ranked season as well, where you can have the chance to earn the legendary Aurodium, hopefully I said that right, Aurodium Marksman costume for Diago. And there's a image of it right there. So some really cool stuff happening with Star Wars Hunters, and you have my curiosity once again right here with this. So I'm very curious to see where Star Wars Hunters goes, and I'm guessing that if this fully releases on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X, it could potentially blow up into something special. I think that could happen if they play their cards right and really launch it well on the consoles. And so far from what I've seen, the Nintendo Switch launch went very well. It didn't really have too many hiccups from what I experienced. And then we'll see what happens with the PC. I think if the PC has a good playtesting experience and then a good launch, I think things could look hopeful for the console versions as well. But let me know what you think about Star Wars Hunters. Will you be playing it? Do you want to see it on consoles? Will you be partaking in the PC playtest on Steam? Let me know in the comments down below. But I will see you out there on the battlefield, Hunters, and may the Force be with you always.